thank you for subscribing to my channel, Posh, Pancreas. Today I have my dogs Zoe and Frenchie, and we are going to talk about 10 things that I've learned while having diabetes. Number one is that I recently just turned 26, maybe a year or so ago. I'm not going to tell you my age, but I turned 26 and I was kicked off of my family's insurance. Now, let me tell you, insurance is no joke. First of all, it can be very expensive, especially if your employer doesn't really have a great policy. So I would recommend saving up for it and also talk to your employer about what type of insurance and health insurance policies that they have. The second thing I learned with having diabetes is moving. So you could keep your endo if you really like them and you don't mind commuting to go see your doctor, but the other option is finding a new one, and that can be pretty difficult, especially if you don't have a referral or if your doctor doesn't really know anyone where you're moving. Sometimes it can take 6 months just to get an appointment with a new endo, and knowing your insurance and everything, that's a whole nother story as well, as I mentioned in the first thing. So number 3 is guesstimating, and what I mean by that is guessing how many carbs are in something, especially if you're going out to eat at a restaurant. This has taken me a lot of practice, and I pretty much stick to the things I like on the menu, and I already know the carb count for that, which is really great. So I would always write down what works for you when you're going out to a restaurant, so you know how many carbs you're eating. Number 4 also has to do about memorizing what you have to eat, what your favorite food is, especially the nutrition labels, especially if you're cooking at home or if you're just eating a snack. A lot of those nutrition labels are on the back of the packaging, and your favorite kind of foods probably have that, so you kind of memorize it while having diabetes. Number 5 has to deal with reminding friends that you have diabetes. I don't know if I have really bad friends or if I have friends that don't know what I have, or they just don't have a really great memory, but I usually remind my friends that, hey, I have diabetes, by either like checking my blood sugar when we're going out to eat, or even like getting my insulin pump out, or even injecting myself when I was using those pens. So sometimes friends, they kind of just forget because you're having such a good time with them, and they just forget you have diabetes, and you would want to remind them. Number 6 has to deal with dating and diabetes. Of course, I've been asked that on a few dates, and I usually tell them up front that I have diabetes. Sometimes I kind of like string them along, and I say that, oh, I have this disease, and they kind of get a little bit worried in their face, and I'm like, don't worry about it, I just have diabetes. And I stick out my insulin pump and also like my meter as well, and I just like let them know, and if they don't like it, then obviously I don't need to be dating them. Number 7 is I think an insulin pump is a great idea. However, it's not for everyone. But number 7 is try out an insulin pump. I know it can be kind of expensive, but it doesn't hurt until you try it, and of course it's gonna help you if you like it, so why not try it? Number 8 is to fundraise, and yes, I feel like I'm a hypocrite with this, but I do have a lot of bills I have to pay, so I try to volunteer instead of fundraise for type 1 diabetes research, even diabetes research. I've helped with walks and also with some other type 1 events, and I think it's a really great opportunity to network and also meet other people that are affected by type 1 diabetes. Number 9 is to practice your spiel about having type 1 diabetes. Not that many people know about the disease, and especially not that many people know the difference between type 2 and type 1 diabetes. So I would recommend practicing your speech. It can be 10 seconds long, 30 seconds long, whatever seconds long. As long as you have a great story to tell and you don't confuse people, I think it would be beneficial, especially telling your friends, family, and also maybe potential dates as well. And last but not least, number 10 is the diabetes burnout. I've had it before. I feel like I have it more than once about having diabetes, and Sometimes you can go into a diabetes depression, but I've created a great outlet of trying to be positive, especially on social media. It's so easy these days to find people, connect with the diabetes community. And if you're feeling down about having diabetes, then get on social media. You know, even DM me, even message me. I'll be your diet buddy if you want. I don't mind at all. Actually, I really want some diet buddies. I only have maybe like 1 or 2, and we're not really that close. But I would love to be your support, and if you're feeling that diabetes depression or that diabetes burnout, please, please, please message me. Well, you guys, that's the top 10 things that I've learned about having type 1 diabetes, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please subscribe down below.